because of the inscriptions heard. And that was why he was held back for questioning and possibly to inform him that, hey, we have to hold you, detain you a bit because this, whatever it is, like, I think they have mad movement on wealth sharing. So if we're to hold wealth, we could, like, you don't want mad people coming
after you. Like,
are you encouraging mental sickness? Is that what you're encouraging when you say mad movement? You know, that maybe we don't know. But in other news, they have said that he was not arrested. So that's the DSS involved with this man again. And the one with Showaris, I mean, it's alarming. Everybody's already talking about it. And the fact that his lawyer made a point, his lawyer, the counsel to Showari, maintained that the arraignment should not be allowed to go on the grounds that the Department of State Services, which has been keeping Showari in custody since August 3, had not allowed the defendants to consult their lawyer after the charges were filed. This is a new charge you're filing, even though it's old. You're filing a new suit with old charges, but then you have not obeyed the bail order that was given, because if you had obeyed that and the man had, and the court had said, okay, you've let him go and then you arrest him back, understandable. But that did not, because I think it happened to one woman who was even a judge. She was in court, the charges were filed, and she went to court, and then she was found not guilty. She was set free, and while she was leaving, DSS and the rest of them, EFCC was there again with new charges, not the old one, new charges. But in this case, you have old charges that you've already outlined before, and now it's causing a lot of spark. And the statement coming from Femi Adesina, that statement in itself too is enough to cause, I think some people just cause problems for the president. I don't know if the president wanted him to speak in that manner.
He is the media advisor.
But is the media advisor. For him to come out and say the president has the ultimate say, then it raises questions. Why would you say that?
But maybe he's saying it because the president does have the final say.
But why would the president have the final say over the judiciary?
Exactly.
There is a Supreme Court. We should have the ultimate say in this kind of matter. Just in case you're not comfortable with the High Court or the Appeal Court, there is the Supreme Court.
Yeah, because those sort of statements make people feel like there is no hope, really. Because if we know that Showore, everything that's going on with Showore is because the president is not in the country at the moment, and then he cannot, have a say on the matter at the moment, and that's why he's being, handled the way he is, then it makes people wonder, like, where is the hope?
I mean, first off, if the president is not in the country or he's not on seat at the moment, the judiciary has done its investigation and has found this man okay for him to be released on bail.
They allowed you to hold him for 45 days.
You don't necessarily need the president to come in and say, okay, fine, let's listen to the judiciary. You don't need all that. I mean, the judiciary has found him okay. He's okay. He can leave.
And with what's in front of us, we think you can let him go on bail. And when you need him, there's the option
of bringing him back.
That was what was said before. So I don't know why they wouldn't just release the man for now. And when you need him, they would provide him for you.
I think the way it's going, if not properly handled, I think they're just making the man more popular. That's one other angle to it. You're just making sure more popular by the day. We're not saying it's wrong for DSS to arrest him or want to hold him, but then do it following due process. Let the laws be obeyed accordingly, decently, and let it be seen to the eyes of everybody that yes, you obeyed the laws, and you're not trying to play trickery and trying to outsmart the system and go behind and try to cut corners to try to let it be seen to all eyes that yes, okay, you went to court like you ought to, even though we're complaining that you held him beyond the time you're supposed to hold him. Not the 45 days. Before you got the 45 days, 24 hours, you were not charging him with anything. You held him beyond that, which was against the laws. But then, okay, you went to court and you got an order to hold him for 45 days. Fine. And if you had any intention, perhaps you're not done with your investigations, as the 45 days was elapsing, perhaps 10 days to go, 5 days to go, you should have gone to court and say, hey, the court even gave you an option of another 45 days. You should have gone to court and say, okay, for this reason, that reason, we want to hold him longer so that we can conclude investigation and arraign the man in court. That was not done. The man stayed his whole 45 days, extra days added to the 45 days, and then his lawyer had to go to court and present the issue in front of the court and say, this was what was said. Hold this man for this long. You've held him. You've concluded investigations. You're not saying anything about why he should be held any further. And the court saw reasons with the counsel to the man and said, yes, that's correct. All right. let this man go on bail. If you need him, well, bring him back. His counsel will be responsible for bringing him back to court. That's Falana there. And this is what we're saying. He has to submit his international passport, blah, 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 so he doesn't leave the country or leave that vicinity. Done. Now, that same order, funny enough, was coming from a judge that gave the initial order telling you to hold him for 45 days. Why didn't you obey this new one? And then after that was done, it's almost like that sparked emotion. And then the DSS started moving. And then now he's been arraigned without obeying the order that was in court. And that's what his lawyer here was saying. Like, if you had obeyed that first order, I would have given him time to have spoken with his counsel and said, okay, this is what's happening. But then there's nothing. How was he prepared? You just take him to court that way. And there was one thing in the charges, insulting the president. I understood all the other charges, but then insulting the president was one charge that got to me, because I know how many Nigerians insult the president on a daily.
On a daily.
So I'm saying...
And what exactly...
What did he say? You know, I'm trying to understand that. Yes, it's a crime to disrespect the office of the president, true, or insult the office of the president directly. But then I'm saying, yes, but then we have it happen on social media everywhere, every other time. If it's that a serious offense, somebody should have been investigated, or somebody should have been tracked down for insulting the president on social media. Because we've had presidents been insulted, from Obasanjo to Yar'Adua to Goodluck, and now to President Muhammadu Buhari. Goodluck, exactly.
Oh my God.
You went on, oh my God, on that one. So, still, we have independence just tomorrow, 59 years. And we look at our democratic dispensation and what's happening.
Well, my biggest fear and my biggest disturbance in all of this is the media advisor to the president and his statements. I do think that it is wrong for him to have said something like that at this point in time. I mean, seeing that a lot of people are watching to see what will go on. I mean, will the judiciary get its authority over the DSS and all of that? And then you're coming out to actually say that since the president is not in the country, or has not been in the country for the time being, then he probably does not have anything to say concerning this matter, and until he does, he would have the final say. I mean, that doesn't tell so well about the democratic dispensation. It doesn't even elevate the judicial system. It doesn't make it look good in the eyes of the ordinary citizen. It doesn't make it look like
we have separation of power. Like,
yes.
you know,
it means in the end of the day, judiciary,
the executive
or not,
arm of government runs everything.
Yeah,
it's almost like
that's what that statement implies.
Yeah.
Well, you can send text messages, by the way, to 0701 933 9962. That's the SMS portal. We'd like to know from you what's happening there. And we also got news of what's happening in Bayelsa. Fortunately, I think we'll talk about it on the platform when that comes. Try to get more details about what's happening at the Bayelsa State House of Assembly. But really sad that it's happening that way in Bayelsa, building up to the elections. It's just November 16. You would agree that most of those activities are happening because of the elections that are around the corner. But we just hope that no life is lost and nobody gets injured. But Tony Asen has been set to be impeached. Well, we're going to wait and see what happens next in Bayelsa State. But for now, let's know what your thoughts are on the DSS. Showore is in there. And what's his name again? The columnist. And
Onuwa Chido.
Onuwa Chido, yes. Chido also got dragged into the DSS issue. Send your messages to 0701 933 9962. And you can call the phone lines on 0817 951. Hello, good afternoon. All right, well, what's that call? The number you can call again is 0810-951-0951 and 0810-951-0951. Hello, Today 95.1 FM.
Hello, Walt and Andrew. Good afternoon.
Welcome, DK.
Thank you very much. On this show, where is the issue? I want to ask, why have successive government in this country like this? Before you went on break, Mascot called and sang a song that was sung in 2014.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, thank you for bringing me back to that.
Yes. How many persons will you kill? How many persons will you kill? That was as at 2014. Then Buhari government came from 2015. And I think the song that we're supposed to sing now is, how many persons will you detain? How many persons will you detain? If the DSS had done the rightful thing by respecting court order, don't even be surprised that some person will even still sing, how many persons would you set free? How many persons would you set free? Despite reasonable felony. So you now see the pattern of. But I think generally it's a gradual process from a government that was engaged in killing to the one of illegal detention. And I hope with time that it would improve. But I just wish that the judiciary will be loose from the tree that is tied to. I think that will help a lot of things. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your contribution there. Hello to the 95.1 FM.
Hello, Andrew.
Lawson, you're welcome. How's Yenegua?
Yenegua is by the serious problem.
How's the House of Assembly?
The problem is that the speaker presided over the assembly this morning and shut down the house, adjourned, and went home. He closed down the house, and I think what is happening is illegality. And then went home, and then the next thing, the deputy speaker reconvened the house. You understand? And presided over the impeachment. Soldiers, police, they were all there shooting hoodlums. It's terrible, really. I don't know, but from what I know about the little law is that when the house is shut down, it is the speaker that can reconvene the house. Honestly, I don't understand what is happening.
All right, we'll be trying to get.
People said there was an agreement that he should resign in 3 months. That he was elected to resign in 3 months, so that they will PDP will
was that a kind of agreement that was reached with the past speaker? What's his name again? Kombowe Benson.
Kombowe Benson. Thank you. Now the speaker is saying that there is no such agreement. He never wrote that kind of agreement with anybody. He even challenged them to bring it forward if there's anything he has signed, you understand, concerning that.
All right, let's let that be for now. We'll possibly get to it on the platform. Let's focus on Showari.
Serious politics playing out.
Let's focus on the DSS now.
Now, see, people don't seem to understand. Now, the court has said they gave DSS 45 days, within which one of his he has been arraigned before the 45 days. Now, people say, oh, they have to release it. Do you know that DSS did not even appeal that judgment? They have the right to apply for self-execution and appeal the judgment, even up to Supreme Court.
But did they do that? Did they do that? They didn't.
They didn't do that.
Exactly the point.
Yeah, now they did that. Understand me? They didn't do that. While Falana was trying to perfect the bail condition, DSS decided that it's time to arraign him. And they arraigned him on the same charges. The court gave them time to investigate and arraign him. That is why even when the Showere lawyer said, if you look at it, he's not arguing about the arraignment. He's not saying it is wrong, it is unconstitutional. He just simply, his argument was that, see, this man has not even spoken to his lawyer. Let us to stop the arraignment, let him speak to his lawyer. But Justice Ojukwu dismissed it. It is not what the DSS is doing. It's constitutional. They are within their constitutional right to do what they are doing.
All right, Lawson, thank you.
To arraign him. Now that he has been arraigned, he has to also stay in detention pending when they will argue another bail application.
Thank you very much.
It's a simple process. Some people who call themselves
Thank you, Lawson. Thank you, Lawson, very much for your contribution. We'll take a short commercial break. When we return, we'll continue with your phone calls.
Guess what? Did you know you can own a home in the heart of GRA with just 8 million naira only in Port Harcourt City? Sunville Developers is now selling the court in GRA for just 8 million naira only. I repeat, 8 million naira only with facilities such as stealth security, 24 hours power supply, laundromat, gym house, and lots more. Visit us today on the second floor, Deborah Lawson House, beside Chicken Republic, Abacha Road, GRA Port Harcourt, or visit www.sunvillegroup.com. Call us on 0908 630 0002. That is 0908 630 0002. Call us on 0908 630 0002. What are you still waiting for?